शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सागरजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपीशा गोपिकान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरि वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे भगवद गीता किंचित गीता गंगा जललवकणिका पीता सक्रदेव मुरारी समर्चा नाक्रियेत यमेन चर्चा मलिनी मोचनं पुंसां जलस्नानादिने दिने सकृद्गीतामृतस्नान संतापननाशनम्। Thank you so much, dear worshipable devotees, friends, Vaishnavas, for joining. Today we are going to study Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9, text number 34. We'll read the verse, and maybe two of you can also read. And thank you everyone for joining. Ashish, Ocean Prabhu, Nita, Mataji, Khan Prabhu, and Prabhu. मन्मना भव मद्भक्तो मद्याजी मां नमस्कुरु मामि वैश्यसि युक्त्वैवम् आत्मानं मत्परायणः. Want to read, Ashish? Ocean?
Yes,
Yes.
yeah.
Can recite the verse? Sorry, I meant to recite
Oh, yeah.
the
Yes, yes,
and then
Prabhu. I'll recite. Yeah. So Bhagavad Gita 9.34. Shri Bhagavan Vaj Manmana Bhav Madbhakto Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru Mame Vaishyasi Yuk Yuvaktve Matmanam Matparayanaha.
श्रीभगवानुवाच मन्मना भव मद्भक्तो मद्याजी मां नमस्कुरु मामे वैश्यसि युक्त्वैवम् आत्मानं मत्परायणः.
wow, like Sanskrit scholars you're reading. Amazing. Okay, translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Translation. Engage your mind in thinking of me. Of course, Lord Krishna is saying this. Engage your mind in thinking of me. Become my devotee. Offer obeisance unto me and worship me. Being completely absorbed in me, surely you will come to me. Let's read the purport. Yes. Ashinko, you want to read this first paragraph?
Yes, Puji. In this verse, it is clearly indicated that Krishna consciousness is the only means of being delivered from the clutches of this contaminated material world. Sometimes unscrupulous men, commentators, distort the meaning of what is clearly stated here, that all devotional service should be offered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. Unfortunately, unscrupulous commentators divert the mind of the reader to that which is not at all feasible. Such commentators do not know that there is no difference between Krishna's mind and Krishna. Krishna is not an ordinary human being. He is absolute truth. His body, his mind, and he himself are one and absolute. It is stated in the Kurma Purana, as it is quoted by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami in this Anubhashya comments on Chaitanya Chaitamrita, 5th chapter Adi Leela, verse 41-48. Deha dehi vibhedo yam neshware vidyate kvachit. This means that there is no difference in Krishna, the Supreme Lord, between himself and his body. But because commentators do not know this science of Krishna, they hide Krishna and divide his personality from his mind or from his body. Although this is sheer ignorance of the science of Krishna, some men make profit out of misleading people.
Thank you. So the first paragraph, Prabhupada is clearly stating here that there is no difference, right? Deha, dehi, vibhedo, yam, na ishvare, kvachit. There is no difference between Krishna himself and his body. His body, Satchidananda, andar bahar, same. Like there is a difference between my body and me. My body is made up of earth, water, fire. It's matter. It's the source of problems, right? I get pain pricks me, I feel the pain. After talking about the knee surgery, right? I'm going through the body challenge. We all go through, but the Supreme Lord is Satchidananda, Purna, Purushottam. But some commentator they say, no, this verse is referring to within Krishna. There's something within, right? But Krishna himself, Sri Bhagavan Uvach. That's the main point. This is out of sheer ignorance and illusion. Let's see the next paragraph. Yes. Ashish, you want to read? Ashish Prabhu?
Yes, Ravi. There are some who are demonic. They also think of Krishna, but enviously, just like King Kamsa, Krishna's uncle. He was also thinking of Krishna always, but he thought of Krishna as his enemy. He was always in anxiety, wondering when Krishna would come to kill him. That kind of thinking will not help us. One should be thinking of Krishna in devotional love. That is bhakti. One should cultivate the knowledge of Krishna continuously. What is that favorable cultivation? It is to learn from a bona fide teacher. Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, and we have several times explained that his body is not material, but is eternal blissful knowledge. This kind of talk about Krishna will help one become a devotee. Understanding Krishna otherwise from the wrong source will prove fruitless.
Wow. Any key takeaways here from this verse, from this paragraph, I mean?
That the remembrance of Krishna should be favorable instead of thinking of him as our enemy. So devotional service is like thinking of Krishna favorably, although even unfavorably thinking Kamsa was delivered, but the recommended way is that we think of Krishna favorably, and that is what will prove to be fruitful, and we'll be able to liberate ourselves from clutches of Maya.
Excellent. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, let's read further. Yes, Srikant Prabhu, want to read?
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, everyone. One should therefore engage his mind in the eternal form, the primal form of Krishna, with conviction in the heart that Krishna is the supreme. He should engage himself in worship. There are hundreds of thousands of temples in India for worship of Krishna, and the devotion service practiced here. When such practice is made, one has to offer obeisances to Krishna. One should lower his head before the deity and engage his mind, his body, and his activities. Everything. That will make one fully absorbed in Krishna without deviation. This will help one transfer to Krishna Loka. One should not be deviated by unscrupulous commentators. One must engage in the 9 different processes of devotion service, beginning with hearing and chanting about Krishna. Pure devotional service is the highest achievement of human society. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you so much. Okay, anyone else would like to kind of complete the purport here?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, can I read?
Please.
The 7th and 8th chapter of Bhagavad Gita have explained pure devotional service to the Lord, that is, free from speculative knowledge, mystic yoga, and fruitive activities. Those who are not purely sanctified may be attracted by different features of the Lord, like the impersonal Brahma Jyotir and localized Paramatma. But a pure devotee directly takes to the service of the Supreme Lord. आगे बढ़ूं प्रभु?
Yeah, please complete this last few sentences.
There is a beautiful poem about Krishna in which it is clearly stated that any person who is engaged in the worship of demigods is most unintelligent and cannot achieve at any time the supreme award of Krishna. The devotee in the beginning may sometimes fall from the standard, but still he should be considered superior to all other philosophers and yogis. One who always engages in Krishna consciousness should be understood to be a perfectly saintly person. His accidental non devotional activities will diminish, and he will soon be situated without any doubt in complete perfection. The pure devotee has no actual chance to fall down because the Supreme Godhead personally takes care of his pure devotees. Therefore, the intelligent person should take directly to the process of Krishna consciousness and happily live in this material world. He will eventually receive the supreme award of Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. So let's meditate on this verse and try to understand deeper. Bhagavad Gita has how many chapters?
18.
18 chapters, which are divided into 3 sections, right? It's like a sandwich, or some acharyas give the example of like a diamond in the gold ring, right? A gold ring studded with diamonds. The diamond is the middle section, the middle 6 chapters, which is the section of Bhakti Yoga, which is the essence. Now, within those middle 6 chapters are the middle 2 chapters, right? Chapter 9 and chapter 10, correct? Chapter 9 is entitled The Most Confidential Knowledge, right? And what is between 9 and 10? It's kind of the end point of 9. So this verse is like the essence or the essence of the essence. No doubt, therefore, Krishna repeats it twice. Not just paraphrases, but verbatim, like as it is, like literal. The first line, man, mana, bhav, mad, bhakto, is repeated as it is twice in chapter 9 and in the conclusion also. Like a good teacher, let's say they're doing a class and then they're wrapping up, right? Okay, my dear students, this point is very important, so we're going to talk about it a little bit, just in a quick brief summary again, right? Therefore, Krishna repeats in chapter 18, I believe it's text 66. So, in short, this verse is very, 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 very important. Because it's the essence of the essence of the essence. Now, what is Krishna telling in this verse? Let's try to meditate a little bit deeper. Four things are mentioned, right? Man, mana, right? Man, mana. What does that mean? What does that mean?
Think of me with
Yeah.
the
Man
mind.
ko mere mein lagao. Engage your mind in or think of me, right? What's number 2? Bhav, mad, bhakto. What does that mean?
Be my devotee.
Yes, excellent. Mad bhakto. Become my devotee. Not because it's not like, oh, become my slave, because it's basically a loving father telling, this is going to help you, my child. If you try to become the God, you will suffer. But if you try to become a servant of God, you will be very happy. For your good, Krishna, for our good, Krishna is giving us this message. Madhyaji. What does that mean? The third verb here?
Worship me.
Worship. Yes. Right? Archana, worship. Archanam is also a Sanskrit word. And Mam, Namas, Guru. What does that mean?
Bow down to me.
Bow down, pranam, right?
Yeah.
Offer obeisances, namaskar, right? Mamiveshasi yuktaevam atmana matparayana. So if one does that, what will happen? If one always think of Krishna, becomes his devotee, Yaji, worship me, and offers obeisance or namaskar unto me, what will happen? You will come to me. Krishna is saying, yuktaevam, you'll become absorbed in me. And that's the goal of life, to become absorbed in Krishna. I was recently hearing a class by His Grace Rajvihari Prabhu. We are all so absorbed in the I world, right? In the I space, right? Suddenly someone calls us, Shubhalat. Oh, suddenly my ears are very active. Oh, what is it talking about me? What is she talking about me? Whether it's good or bad, I want to know that. Why? Because I'm so deep in my I space, right? But here Krishna is telling, the Shastras are telling, the Gurus, the Acharyas, the Vaishnavas are telling, how can I transition from I consciousness to Krishna consciousness, from I space to Krishna space. For why? For our good. And this is the secret here. This is the most important secret Krishna is giving. So 4 things are mentioned. What are the 4 things? Anyone recalls we've just read in this verse?
Think of me.
Think of me, Manmana. Okay.
Be my devotee.
Bhaktao, very nice. Be my devotee.
And then worship me.
Worship me. Namaskuru. Okay. Okay. Madhyaji, sorry.
And then pay obeisance to me.
Pay obeisance. Okay. So if we observe more carefully, Krishna is saying, if we do these things, what will happen? You'll become absorbed in me, and you will come to me. Mat parayana. Krishna parayana. Abhi kya hai? Abhi we are man parayana. We are not Krishna parayana. We are servant of our own mind and senses. But if we have to become Goswami, we have to become the master of mind and senses and Krishna parayana, Narayana parasarve. We have to become the servant of the Supreme Lord, and we have to become the master of mind and senses. It's very hard. Actually, both happens together. If one becomes servant of Krishna, then one naturally will become the master of mind and senses, because who is the ultimate controller? Because we cannot do on our own. It's very hard to overcome mind and senses on our own, but we say, Krishna, please help me. He will help us. So let's observe this verse a little bit more carefully. In the first line, Krishna is saying, basically 4 ways to connect with the Lord, right? 4 ways of connecting with Lord. Manmana, think of me. Bhav bhakto, be my devotee. Worship me, Madhyaji, and offer obeisance to me. So these 2, that means think of me, Manmana, and Bhav bhakto, be my devotee, are at emotion level or subtle level, internal. Like how can we tell someone is thinking of Lord? How can we tell someone is a devotee? It's not. So these 2 are more internal. Can we say that? It's a level of emotion. But the other 2 are at a level of action, external, right? So what the Lord is saying, that love is expressed through actions. Right now, being at Manmana, always thinking of Krishna, is it easy stage? Not at all. Being a devotee is a very big word, right? Who can say, oh, I'm 24 hours Krishna devotee? Yeah, okay, Sunday evening I put nice dhoti kurta and go as if there's no one better than me, right? Nice tilak, nice sari, nice dhoti kurta, and everyone says Hari Bol, and I look like a devotee. I have dhoti kurta like a devotee. I have tilak like a devotee. It's very easy to be a devotee on a Sunday evening, right? But 24/7 to be a devotee, not an easy task, right? But we are all in this journey, right? We're not, I'm talking about myself, I'm not a pure person, but we are trying to get there. As Prabhupada is saying, yes, we are in the shower. There's a lot of dirt, there's a lot of kichad, mud, but we are in the shower trying to cleanse ourselves. Now, yes, our mind is not thinking of Krishna all the time. Yes, our actions, words are not like a devotee or like a Vaishnava all the time. But can we focus on the other two also? Can we offer obeisance to Krishna daily? What do you say, easy or hard? To offer namaskaro, Bhagwan ko namaskar karna.
Easy.
It's easy, right? It's easy. It's not hard. Our great acharyas, our great Goswamis, Sankhya Purvaka Nama Gananati Bhi. All the verses, if we see, Namaste Narasingaya, Namo Nama Tulasi Krishna Priyati, right? So it begins with Nama. Namaskar karna is easy. Whether we like it or don't like it, we feel it or don't feel it, but if we do, it's not going to harm us for sure. Especially when we bow down to Guru, Krishna, Vaishnava. कुछ नुकसान नहीं होगा, ये गारंटी. भगवान के आगे नमस्कार करने से there is no loss. What else? Krishna is saying, worship me, Madhyaji. Worship simple, through fruits, patram, pushpam, phalam, toyam. Right? We can offer simple things, not hard. Someone cannot say, oh, I am so poor, I can't even afford to give Krishna water. No one can say that. Some people take it to the other level. Oh, भगवान को तो हमारे दिल में है, हमारे हम तो दिल से याद करें, right? ये सब दिखावा क्या करना, right? We remember Krishna from heart. Have you heard this comment, right? ये सब दिखावट क्या, ये माला लेके बैठे हो, ये भगवान को ये बना रहे हो, माला बना रहे हो, भगवान के लिए you are making छप्पन भोगा, भगवान के लिए you are making garlands. Why? Have you heard these comments?
Yes, very common.
So what is the answer? Okay, you will all give the answer. How will you defend that?
You can't establish Krishna in mind without doing through action. Whatever we work towards, whatever we speak, that is what we think. So
okay, very
these
nice.
actions form impression, which allows us to actually meditate on Krishna continuously.
Very nice. जो अंदर है वही बाहर होगा. अंदर पैसा 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 चल रहा है, तो फिर बाहर actions कैसे वो आएंगे, right? Simple.
Yeah. And also the other way around. जो बाहर होगा वही फिर अंदर जाएगा.
Exactly. Yes, yes. When we keep going to temple, when we keep seeing deities, we like it or don't like it, naturally we will feel like doing it. It will take time. You have to train. It's like which child likes to go to school? Which child likes to study? Maybe 1 in 100. 99 won't like. They will like to play. They like to play video games. They like to eat burgers, pizza. But it may not be good for them, but they like it. But yeah, the parents, the teachers say, no, do it. Like it or don't like it, forget about it. You do it and you'll start liking it. Right? It's an acquired taste. Very good
It
point.
reminds me of something you used to say, fake it until you make it. It's kind of like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
More defense points for that statement. How can we defend if someone says, "Arey, man mein Bhagwan hai. Why you make a show? Are you wasting your precious time, energy, going to temple, making garlands, making bhoga, making this, that?" Any more points?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yeah, in my opinion, I think whenever such people say like that, somewhere, like, obviously we don't have to get impacted. Whatever, like, we are doing in the process of bhakti, we should do it. But at the same time, it does tell sometime that they are not able to do it, and probably they are just comforting themselves, or like, maybe they are acting based on their convenience. Like, they don't want to take any kind of hard work, or like, any kind of work. Just, okay, whenever they feel like that, they'll just say that, okay, I am remembering Krishna in heart. So that could be like, another thing to see it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's a very valid point. भगवान को हम दिल से याद रखते हैं, सोने के बाद और उठने से पहले याद करते हैं. Right? That means in our dream. That means they just want to make an excuse. Wife का birthday भूल जाए तो it will become a big problem. Right? Correct? और बच्चे के लिए we'll get so many nice dresses, so many nice like delicacies. Sure. Right? So love, the emotion, is expressed through love, the action. Right? If I say, oh, Roshan Prabhu, you are very special to me, and I really value your time and association, but I never have time to talk to you. I never have time to take your call. I never have time to message you. You come to my town and I say, I'm busy, sorry, you didn't tell me, right? And none of words I'm saying, oh, Roshan is very special to me. What will you call me? Hypocrite, right? But you don't have time to talk, you don't have time to meet, you don't have time to sit together, have lunch, and you're saying you're very special to me? Doesn't make sense, right? Love the feelings, and love the feelings will manifest when love the action is there, right? It will manifest. You all agree with that? So right now we may not have love the emotion, we may not be man-mana, but we are trying through this like-minded association by offering obeisance, by doing externals, right? If we keep training us, otherwise Maya is very strong, sitting right next to us. These smart gadgets who make us fool, right? They will eat up our time, right? If we don't engage our time and energy, people say, oh, are you going to temple? Why are you doing this? If those are not doing, it's not that they're engaging very productively. They're engaging in Instagram, Facebook, movies, clubs, disco, this, that, and spoiling their consciousness, right? So Vaishnava is intelligent. How can I make best use of my time? Is by reading. By reading about the Lord, I will at least intellectually understand. Intellectually, it will go from my intelligence to my actions, and then gradually I'll be able to develop that emotion as well. That's manmana. That's the goal of life. And how? Manmana bhav madbhakto, Prabhupada is saying, in a favorable way. Kamsa was thinking, and Yashoda was also thinking of Krishna. But Kamsa, Ravana, I mean, they were thinking to kill the God, to kill the Supreme Lord, making plans. And of course, the Lord's arrangement and the divine pastime. But the lesson is to think of God in a favorable way. So now, you all please share some examples. How can we think of God in a favorable way? Or maybe what helps you to think of God or Krishna in a favorable way? Not theory, but what really helps you. Maybe one or two things how you feel most connected. It's your personal, take few moments, how you feel connected to God or connected to Krishna. There could be multiple ways, but take a moment or two and share the one which you really feel the most connected. Yes. And if you have the answer, you can raise your hand and then we'll take a few responses. Yes, you can't, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, I just want to say about the not the service thing that you just said, but I wanted to mention one point to the earlier comment that you mentioned about the seva. When we're showing the actions, probably like at times I felt it just that we may think to do certain things by ourselves, like okay, I will be doing, let's say, garland service, right? I was put in garland, let's take garland making service. um I know that it's like if I know that I'm not good at it, but still you ask me to do it. You know, if I'm really, if I really go and say Krishna that Krishna, I'm not good at this, but still I want to serve you. That itself will definitely show a good progress in our spiritual journey, and it will definitely get us close to Krishna when we are making our sincere effort in the path of bhakti. Prabhuji, is what I experienced it. But honesty to yourself, and sincere devotion to Krishna, saying, okay, Krishna, I'm completely dependent on you, please guide me, is one thing that will take to the better path also, Prabhuji. Just want to share that.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And I guess that's how all of our journeys are, right? We were, wherever we are, it's not that we were naturally wanting to do Krishna consciousness. It's Prabhupada's movement who dragged us actually. Okay, get out of that dungeon, right? Sooner or later we realize, okay, yeah, they are my well-wishers, right? Someone pushed us beyond our comfort zone. Someone pushed us, right? So some push is required. Yes, absolutely. So thank you. And then we feel, yes, this person is my well-wisher. This person is not asking me for things or name, fame, money, right? He wants to just help me to improve my situation, my relationship with the Supreme Lord. Wonderful. Okay, let's take some comments here. Sheetal Mataji, Nita Mataji, and Ashish. The question is, how do we feel most connected or manmana? Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, and devotees, Dandavat Pranam. For me personally, Prabhuji, is 2-3 ways. One is reading scriptures, definitely helps me. Making prasadam and certain services like book distribution. I have really enjoyed those and have experienced some amount of bliss in those services, and they really helped me connect to Krishna. And for me personally, the book distribution was like because I went initially with some hesitancy when I was very new. I didn't know what to expect, but then when I experienced the process and experienced the bliss, it was a very nice way of connecting with Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Haribol.
Beautiful, amazing. Reading scriptures, right? Right? Shravanam, that's part of Shravanam. Amongst the 9 limbs, Shravanam, Kirtanam, right? Reading, hearing.
Yes, Shravanam too. Yes, Prabhuji.
In book, I was hearing yesterday, if you want comforts, you will not get experiences. And if you want experiences, you have to quit comfort. Right? I think we all agree. On a Saturday, like we went for a book distribution yesterday. Amazing experience, amazing. People were like just bubbling with joy to see books, to see Prabhupada, and they were getting lollipops, they were getting bananas. And the joy, it's hard to express in words. And a few of them end up coming to the temple, a few of them start chanting, a few of them, like every interaction is such a divine, you feel the hand of God. Right? Amazing. Thank you. Yes, next. Meeta Mataji and Ashish.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. For me, chanting is the topmost one that I feel connected to Krishna. And then second thing is reading in the group, like, classes like this, or like even like classes with the new devotees or somebody who's really new to Krishna. I feel so connected when I, make them together and read together the books.
That's so
Hare
amazing.
Krishna.
Unity is strength. Thank you. And chanting is the essence. Wonderful. Okay, Ashish Prabhu, what are your thoughts?
Yes, Prabhuji. So for me, connected to Bhagwan Krishna is through a couple of ways I feel very connected. One is, of course, through a personal life situation when I was going through immense difficulties and somehow I got just drawn towards the Bhagavad Gita and I started reading it and I was engrossed by it and I just didn't stop reading it for for 3-4 days. So that really reaffirmed my belief in Krishna because a lot of the teachings in that book was something that is of eternal value that we cannot get in our day-to-day life, something which really meant a lot. It really connected and resonated with me. So that is one way. And other way would be, I would say that whenever I work and whatever fruits I get from it, be it the riches, be it the fame, or be it whatever, like even good health, I attributed everything to Krishna. So whatever skills I have that helps me to, let's say, win at the workplace, or even being an athlete, whatever. So all of that skills I feel is all given to me by Krishna because without His will and His gifts, I will not be able to do anything. So I feel that whatever I have in life is due to His mercy. So that feeling of gratefulness is something that connects me and grounds me whenever I'm lost in too much rajas at work. I bring back my mind to Krishna and you know surrender the fruits to Krishna's feet.
That is so wonderful. So wonderful. Thank you. Everyone feel free to type your responses also, especially like I do this in kids class. Not everyone sometimes gets chance to speak, but I can copy paste your responses also. So there's a very nice point I recently heard, just reflecting on Ashish's point. It's okay to remember and pray to Krishna for ordinary situations, then to forget Krishna in the lieu of extraordinary things. Like sometimes you say, Krishna, please, my child is really sick. My child is really going through a tough time. Please help me. It may seem ordinary in the eyes of the Shastra. Hey, why are you praying for good health? I mean, it's, health, disease, it's going to happen, right? It's part of life. Or someone lost their job. Krishna, I'm really struggling. My job is lost. I have to provide for the family, and you know, it's really giving me a lot of stress. Please help me out. That genuine call of remembrance is from the heart, right? Isn't it? So it's okay. It's okay. We're not Paramhamsas. It's okay. But it's okay. We're कुछ भी हो जाए भगवान को नहीं भूलना. स्मर्तव्य स्मृतं विष्णु विस्मर्तव्य न जातुचित. येन केन प्रकारेण मन कृष्ण निवेशये. By hook or crook, remember Krishna. Not like Kamsa. This is not like a Kamsa-like prayer. We are genuinely praying, Krishna, my child is really sick in the hospital for the last 5 days. Please help him. Or any, and of course, and also Krishna, please give me the intelligence. So I always look to, and we're not saying to stay there. Know where you are, but don't stay where you are, right? Very nice points. Anyone else? These are so personal. Bhakti is personal, right? What else? Okay, who wants to share? Others also please type in because there are a lot of hands raised. Yes, Roshan.
Prabhuji, same. I think I resonated with what Ashish Prabhu said, which is
Okay.
like one is of course reading, doing like group activities like serving in temple, reading, and then also through our desires. So we do have desires, connecting them to Krishna somehow. That is what helps me connect a lot to Krishna.
Connecting our desires, whatever like aspirations we have.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yes, Shilpa Mataji. Then Ravi Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, all those to Srila Prabhupada, Dandavat Pranam devotees. was also typing. The first thing, all that Mataji's and Prabhuji's has said, Shravanam Kirtanam, that now initially it felt like connecting to Krishna. Yes, now also connecting, but it's more of knowing more about Krishna that way, reading and so forth. But really experience, Prabhuji, that is when any bad thing or something which I cannot control, then praying to Krishna, and Krishna reciprocates in a way, it suits, then it's more relishing and heart touching, or more of remembrance. That situation gets more in the heart, Prabhuji. The same thing that you just mentioned. So recently, more of the natakas that we perform, they are very much relishing, because our His Grace Sridhama Prabhu repeats those shlokas, Bhagavad Gita shlokas, multiple times. Then contemplating on those shlokas gives a lot of relishing, Prabhuji. I just wanted to share. Hare Krishna.
Wonderful. These are so amazing ways. Yes, Ravi Prabhu, let's take everyone's at least 1 point.
Yeah, Hare Krishna devotees, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Prabhuji, yes, I just want to say a small thing that I have experienced that I get kind of a really good strength and to serve since morning. Sometime like from 4:30 till 12:30 in night, I don't get tired because I'm just doing for Krishna and thinking and doing, and not even like any simple aches or pains that I'm blessed with, that I never get all those. And I think that comes from him, because when I sit down and think about him, it resonates in my mind that yes, it's coming from me and you continue to do. And I have also seen sometimes, Prabhuji, the intelligence, the Dami Buddhi, that sloka. Sometimes the simple thing that can be done faster, when I'm thinking about how to do this, it just clicks in my head, hey, do like this. And then it gets done so quickly. So those two things I have experienced, the strength and the buddhi that comes from him, and that I relate a lot on those things. Hare Krishna.
Wow, that's so beautiful. I've experienced, I've seen that in your life so much personally. You're like a soldier of Prabhupada and Krishna. Thank you. Wonderful. Thank you, Prabhuji. Anita Mother, you had something to share?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I basically have a question. Maybe it is like very silly one, but like when we say that for our problems in the material life, like we pray to Krishna or like we chant, isn't like how I should understand that I'm not committing the one of the 10 offenses to the holy names? Because some I think I read or understand the way it is that holy names should not be utilized for material benediction or something like that.
Yeah, basically that's like you're exchanging. Krishna, I'm chanting your name, so please don't let my child fall sick. That's business, right? It's like Krishna, it's not that like you're give and take nahi hai. Krishna, I gave you bhoga, you gave me disease. I stopped giving you bhoga. Right? I gave you bhoga, you gave me roga. Now I'll right. That's called the offensive mentality, right? I chant your name, you give me problems. Yeah. See, Gopi's bhav is very, very high. Again, this was also a new like reflection or realization in my life also when I heard this class. When someone used to pray, oh, would you please pray, my child get good grades. Would you please pray my child gets into college. I never used to really kind of do that, I had my way. I'm also a learner. and the sharing. I used to say, Krishna, please arrange the best for him. That was my way of prayer, right? I used to pray, Krishna, please arrange the best for him. But recently I learned from Hari Prabhu's classes, and it struck me. And the world is going through very, very difficult time. Very, very difficult. A lot of people, sometimes our life is going smooth temporarily. We may not able to understand the pain others are going through, the struggles others are going through. It's tough, right? For someone who is wise or mature or intelligent, will be humble and say, well, it's tough, right? A lot of struggles. So, Prabhupada says he has a prayer journal, right? And it's okay to pray to Krishna. But it's not at the, okay, if my child, let's say, Krishna, please give a good college to my child. So that, right, and always add the bhakti element to it. It's fine. Akama sarva kamo va moksha kama udaradi tivrena bhakti yogena yajate purusham param. Whether one has no desires, one has all desires, one has spiritual desires, material desire, desire for liberation, yajate purusham param. One should remember Krishna. That's the point here. That's the point. Prematurely asking for pure bhakti. No, we should ask for pure bhakti. But we don't even have one like iota of even understanding what pure bhakti is. What is a gopi bhav? Yes, we should try to learn. I'm not saying know where you are, but don't stay where you are. That's the point, right? Yes, Krishna, I am here. Like Dhruv Maharaj, Krishna, I want kingdom. But later and please give me the intent. Narad Muni said, kingdom, what will you do? Okay, I'll give you. Your father didn't allow you to sit in the lab. Okay, he's my disciple. I will tell him. Okay, isko bithao lab, right? Problem solved. Said no, nothing doing. You want to help me or leave me? So it's okay. It's not namaprad if we are not doing transactional thing. Krishna, this thing is bothering me. My disturbance. You please help me. So my mind is continuously going. Let's say someone child in the hospital. Will they be able to chant properly? Think about it. If someone does not know whether they'll eat tonight or not, will they be able to chant properly? If someone is if there are Paramhamsas, yes, doesn't matter. The Goswamis can sit under the tree and be blissful. How many of us can sit under the tree and be blissful? Maybe on a nature walk, we'll be blissful 2-3 hours, right? Oh, nice. But how many of us can stay there? The Goswamis were living under each, different tree. Even tree, they didn't have attachment. Ek tree se attachment ho jata hai, right? They didn't have attachment. Okay, one single tree, also different tree every, few days. They were changing the trees also. Was ऐसा नहीं उस tree में चलो इस tree में थोड़ा set हो गया. This is more shady. I'll put like a swing also here. I'll put my little like from the bricks. I'll make some cottage with some Babaji's do. And this is my tree. And someone else comes. Hey, this is my tree, right? One can get attached to the tree also. So we can't imitate that. We have that as a gold standard, but we should know where we are, right? And pray, Krishna, please give me pure bhakti. Yes, absolutely. But this current situation, I'm not at that level, is really bothering me and becoming a disturbance to my mind, my mind is constantly going there. Please help me, Krishna. You are my friend, you're my well-wisher, you're my father, you're my mother, you're my husband, you're my son, daughter, right? Everything, Krishna Mata, Krishna Pita, Krishna Dhanu Pran. So it's not a transaction, it's a genuine call from the heart. And Krishna, even if something goes the way we don't want, I will not leave you. It's not saying, Krishna, agar mere bachche ka admission nahi hua, then forget about it, right? Forget me coming to the temple, forget me reading Gita anymore. No, that's a little bit transactional, right? Like if I don't get my side of the contract, then I won't give your side of the contract, right? That's business, that's transactional, that's aparadha. Hmm? Does that help?
Yes, Prabhuji, very much. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
So now these are wonderful ways. Now we'll try to see how to remember Krishna. So man mana bhav mad bhav, to remember in a favorable way. Now how can we remember Krishna in a favorable way? There are 7 oceans of Krishna is the Lord of 7 oceans of Lord Krishna. So Sri Ramanujacharya, I think, says this. Mai apar karunya saushilya saundarya madhurya gambhirya audarya vatsalya jaladhau. Jaladhau means Jaladhar Shashivarnau. Okay, I'm memorizing this verse. The ocean, Jaladhau, one who holds the water, Jalako. So Krishna is apara. What are the 7 things here? Karunya, compassion. Saushilya, gentleness, right? Qualities. Saundarya, unlimited beauty. Madhurya, right? His enchanting nature. Gambhirya, Audarya, magnanimous, right? Vatsalya. So we can meditate upon the different aspects of Krishna, right? We can express gratitude. The prayers can have different elements. The prayers can have gratitude. The prayers can have glorification of the Lord, right? The prayers can have repentance, GGRR. Can remember the 4 elements of prayer: gratitude, gratitude to Krishna, glorification of the Lord, repentance for ourselves, for our past, for I am so fallen, you are great. Please, my heart is still filled with so many bad desires. I still think of others' faults. I want glorification. And then the last is request, right? We see any prayers you take, it will have one or more of these elements. Requests, requesting for pure bhakti, requesting for kingdom, right? I mean, we're not encouraging those. A pure devotee does not want that, but ordinary sadhakas may want that. It's okay. But Krishna, give me the intelligence so I can aspire for pure bhakti. So gratitude, glorification, repentance, and request. So let's take these 7. Karunya. Karunya means ocean of compassion. Karuna Sagar, especially Gaura Nitai. Krishna is the ocean of mercy. Now, when I say ocean of mercy, does any pastime, any verse, anything clicking in your mind about the ocean? How Krishna is so merciful. Which story comes in your mind? Which pastime, which verse comes to your mind? This is also manmana, like you're thinking now. Thinking, the brain is working, the intelligence is working, the mind is not thinking about the new movie. The mind is thinking, okay, which story talks about Krishna's merciful nature? Any story? Any pastime?
Will it be Putna? I'm not sure.
Putana? Yes, wonderful. Putana who came to kill Krishna. Krishna gave the position of a mother. Who could be more merciful? Dayalu Sharanam Rajima. Jagai Madai. Right? They came to kill. Right? So, and so many other pastimes are there. Shishupal kept abusing Krishna. Krishna gave the position. I mean, delivered him. Krishna's style of deliverance. That's also his mercy. Okay. So first is Karunya, meditating upon Lord's merciful nature. Devotees are also Karuna Sagar. Lord is also Karuna Sagar. Any devotee you can think of, the ocean of compassion. Any pastime, anything ringing in your mind where they showed very, very merciful nature.
Nitai Gaurang or Jagai Madai? I mean, Lord Nitai?
Yeah, I mean, you can say that there's a role of devotee, so you can put their example in both places. That's
Srila Prabhupada.
Yeah, Srila Prabhupada. Who would consider taking the pain at the age of 70 to cross over the ocean through a cargo ship? अरे हमें अपनी गाड़ी से निकल के 1 घंटा दूर हम नहीं जाते. अरे कौन जाएगा, बैठो एसी में, रिलैक्स. Why should we go? थोड़ा गर्मी होगा, थोड़ा पता नहीं. भाई लास्ट टाइम गया था, प्रसाद भी ठीक से नहीं मिला. होता है ऐसा. जितना सेवा किया, प्रसाद खत्म हो गया था मेरी बारी. Think of what Prabhupada must be thinking. Think of what, right? And see, in the beginning, in the beginning, we can be on the side of receiver. Yes, but later, as we grow in bhakti, we should learn more to be on the side of a giver. कोई बात नहीं, एक बार नहीं खाया तो क्या हो जाएगा, 3 बार रोज खाते, एक बार नहीं खाया, what's the big deal? Think, we were talking in the gratitude class yesterday with the kids. One end of gratitude is receiving, but the other spectrum of gratitude is in giving. In giving, we receive. Be grateful. Oh, I got chance to serve devotees. I'm so grateful. मुझे नहीं मिला प्रसाद, it's okay. It's not a big deal. Anyways, I was not hungry anyways. It's okay. And anyways, I'll take some water, I'll take some nuts, and I'll be fine. It's fine. It's not a big deal. और ऐसा तो है नहीं कि इटर्नली नहीं मिला, एक ही बार तो नहीं मिला, सुबह तो खाया था, दोपहर में भी खाया, एट, रात में नहीं मिला. It's okay. Maybe Krishna has a better plan. Maybe anyways I'm overeating. More problems are caused by overeating than undereating. Krishna is arranging. Krishna is teaching me lessons. So karunya. Shilya, ocean of good character, ocean of good. So Shila, ocean of good. Say Shilpa Mataji. So Shilpa. So Shila, right? So ocean of good character. I mean, in each quality we can spend like an hour, but time is less. But who could be more refined? Who could be more gentle? When we talk about Maryada Purushottam, Lord Sri Ramachandra, right? When we talk about Krishna, Krishna is a little bit nutcut, so we cannot imitate. If we have to imitate, so someone said Ram ji ki karani or Krishna ji ki katni. Unke words, Ram ji ki, okay, action. If someone says, oh, why Krishna was dancing with gopis? Okay, Lord Ram had single life, right? Why don't you follow that? And if you want to follow Krishna, then lift Govardhan Hill. Then we talk about following Krishna. Okay, so Shilya. Saundarya. So many beautiful verses talk about the beauty of Krishna. Right? Krishna is so beautiful, so beautiful. Kandarpa koti kamaniya vishesha shobham govindama. Millions of cupids cannot have a glance of Krishna. Right? So beautiful. Varha pidam natavaro karna karnikaram. Right? The beauty of Krishna described in so many. It's again tied to glorification. Most beautiful. Madhurya, ocean of sweetness. Right? In exchanging sweetness with his devotees. So many wonderful leelas, like Damodar Leela. Is it not so sweet? I'll share one quick story. Krishna swallowed fire. We know this story, right? In the forest fire, Krishna swallowed it. But in the Gopal Champu, there is more details in the Acharyas mentioned. Krishna told all his friends, the big fire was there. Now Krishna cannot swallow when everyone is watching this. Krishna tells all his friends, hey, close your eyes. Everyone close your eyes. Think about the friends and the devotees. Pura ghar mein aag lagi hai and someone says, close your eyes. Will you do that? Like the whole house is burning, the city is burning, the forest is burning, and they are right next. It's not that they are far, they're kind of caught up in the middle. But devotees, karishyasi vachanam tava. Itna faith, itna surrender. Whatever Krishna said, I'll do. Krishna is my father, mother. He is going to protect me. A small child, they don't apply their intelligence. Father, mother cares for them. They close their eyes. Everyone closed their eyes. And Krishna swallowed all the fire. The fire was gone. But one friend, Mansukh, ऐसे देखा था एक आंख से क्या चल क्या रहा है, right? Leela. It's not that he was not surrendered, but curiosity. Let me see what Krishna is going to do. And he saw, oh my God, Krishna is literally swallowed fire. He is shaking. And he runs to Mata Yashoda. to tell Maya, Maya, right? एकदा कीड़ा मानसते, right? पहले माटी खाया था तो कंप्लेन कर दिया, फायर खाएंगे तो कृष्णा क्या क्या कर देंगे? थोड़ी सी माटी कृष्णा ने खाई, a little dirt he ate, and there was a big hue and cry, Krishna in dirt, Krishna in dirt. The whole world is talking Krishna in dirt. पूरी fire खा ली, and that's another reason. Krishna said, hey, close your eyes. I don't want any. Last time it was a big debate to settle that case. Now one more case. Sorry, I don't want. But this Mansukh, ऐसे मैं जा रहा हूँ बोलने. And Krishna knows what's going on. Krishna, the Supreme Lord, goes fast shortcut लेके पहुंच गए यशोदा के पास. And Krishna says, oh Maya, I'm so tired and thirsty also. गरम 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 दूध बना दो. Can you please give me hot milk? Okay, untimely, but Maya loves baby. Okay, I'll make. So Maya gave hot milk to Krishna, and Krishna took a sip, and then so hot, so hot. I'm burning, Baba. So hot. ठंडा करो खूब करो इस पे. बच्चे करते हैं. So, Mom, you put, aerated, and then mother, okay, एक glass ऐसे 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 और करो अभी ठंडा नहीं हो अभी ठंडा नहीं और घुमाओ उसको. Have you seen in Vrindavan or some places they aerate the milk to make it cool, right? Or we may have done that sometimes. It's wonderful. In Raj you will see that. ठंडा करो. Oh, my tongue is burning because I drank a sip of a very very hot milk. And here comes Mansukh. पहुंच गया. Maya, shall I tell you what happened in the forest? Krishna swallowed fire. It's not just like a, कई लोग शो दिखाते हैं माचिस जला के जीप से ऐसे बुझाते हैं. I used to do that also when I was like a teenager. I said, oh, everyone can do it. I can also do it. So I also tried, and it works out, and it's easy. The saliva it just extinguishes. Nothing big deal. Anyone can do it, right? But कोई आग खा के दिखाए, only Krishna can do. Mansukh ने complain कर दिया, Maya, I saw what no one has seen. I saw that Krishna swallowed fire. Maya, are you crazy? Yashoda Mai say, are you crazy, Mansukh? Look, I'm still aerating. This guy cannot take a hot sip of milk, and you're taking that he eats the sweet fire? Are you crazy or what? So this is Krishna's sweetness, right? And there are unlimited such pastimes, right? So Karunya, Saushilya, Saundarya, Madhurya, then what else? Gambhirya, ocean of gravity. Krishna is the ocean of gravity, right? Krishna can become soft like a rose and hard like a thunderbolt. He became a peace messenger. He became the chariot driver. Right? So many very, very grave roles, right? Audarya, ocean of benevolence, right? Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Audarya. Mayapur is called Audarya Dham. Vrindavan is Madhurya. So the point is Audarya. Again, these are all big topics and time is less, but the last point is Vatsalya. How Krishna is Bhakta Vatsal, how Krishna exchanges, and this is one pastime, becoming chariot driver, becoming the servant of his servant. He loves that, Bhakta Vatsala. So these are the wonderful ways we can become Manmana, think of Krishna in a favorable way, pray to Krishna, and make it bhakti personal, right? Someone likes book distribution, wonderful. Someone likes to read scriptures, wonderful. Someone likes to read, make bhoga, wonderful, right? Someone likes to work hard for Krishna, distributing prasad, arranging coordination. Everything is so glorious as long as we have the right consciousness that desires Krishna. I'm doing this to please you. I don't want anything selfish in return. I'm not looking for name, fame, recognition, money. I'm only looking for one thing, is to please you, to bring a smile to you and to Guru. That's it. And then Krishna will help us and take care of everything. So I want to pause here. Sorry for my long monologue, or I hope we had some dialogues also. But thank you for giving this opportunity, and let's pray for each other. Let's pray for the whole world that we become more Krishna conscious by becoming Manmana, by becoming Madbhakta, by doing Madhyaji, by doing Namaskuru. And in that way, we'll certainly get there. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Any comments, thoughts, corrections, questions? I'm very happy to take this.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Dhanvat Pranam. Beautiful story, Prabhu, and beautifully narrated. You took us to the past time. Thank you so very much, Prabhuji. And then nice interactive exchange. You were making a note of everything that Mataji's and Prabhus were sharing. I got to learn one point that Mataji's were sharing at the book distribution. Usually I try to speak more. Yes, relishing, but then when we really think deep, and it's a true connection, really true connection. So yeah, good that you listed out to view and go back. And thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
So much. Anyone else wants to share their thoughts, reflections, questions? Comments before we pause? Okay, no worries. I know it's a little over time, so we will pause here. And we started at what, 11:30, right? Okay. Any last comments, anyone? Srikant Prabhu? Charanya Mataji?
No, Prabhuji, yes, Zikant. No, Prabhuji, the story and great realizations as well. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for spending time in sharing all the good qualities that we need to have deep bhakti, and it's a great verse that Bhagavan spoke to us. So thank you for explaining that, Prabhuji. It's a good start for the week.
Very well.
Thank you, Prabhu.
They're doing it. I'm just speaking. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thanks.
Well,
Thank you so much, Priji, for the wonderful explanation of this verse. We have heard it before, but this was really in depth. Wonderful pastimes, very enriching.
thank you. Thank you, Prabhuji. Okay, so I guess we will pause here and continue maybe next Sunday or so. Ansha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya
Vicha Patitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Hare Krishna.
Ki Jai Jagadguru Prabhupada Ki Jai. Thank you, Hari Bol. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Bol, Prabhuji.
Krishna.